Representative Jake Five from the 27th District in Tacoma, and we're going to talk today about the outcomes from the flooding in December. This is not an easy answer because some flooding we've been able to repair and other flooding impacts we won't know the full cost for some time until WSDOT staff can get back in and look at the specific damage and whether it's a landslide or a washout of a road. It takes a little bit of time to determine the outcome. So far, I've been surprised that the number is relatively low than to what you might expect, but we're still not done with the work. And of course, there's not only the damage to our roads, but also to city and county and private individuals who have roads to maintain. You know, this is a process that involves reimbursement for some of our expenses from either the Department of Transportation at the federal level or FEMA, which is the Federal Emergency Management Agency. It all follows a governor's declaration of an emergency and subsequent presidential declaration of emergency. I think we were well on our way to getting both of those taken care of. And if the federal declaration happens, then we will be able to get substantial portions of the damage paid for by the federal government, as it happens in any natural disaster. I think for us, our budget is sufficient to make some adjustments and reprioritize our preservation and maintenance work. It's not so easy for cities and counties to do that. So we're working on providing a mechanism where at least we can provide temporary loan funds to local governments to allow them to get the work done. And because many times it could take as long as a year for local government or the state to get reimbursed. State's a lot easier for the state to do that, but for many local governments that really have small budgets, that is very difficult. So we plan to step in and help local governments get through this time period until they can get reimbursed for their expenses. Made all this effort to respond to the flooding a priority. It's been out there personally. I've had a chance to look at some of the flooding myself. We're working hard on this. It's a priority, and it takes precedent over a lot of the work that otherwise would have been done. So for those folks that maybe were expecting some preservation and maintenance work in their area, might get delayed a little bit so that we can take care of those people who are most harmed by the damage of the flooding and really need to get the roads repaired for them so that both the public and businesses can conduct their everyday lives on safe roadways in the state.